Hi, my name is Ellie Lawaji, and I am a freshman student in the kinesiology program following the occupational track here at Iowa State University. My teammates and I have focused our research on the impact of physical activity in the classroom. My teammates will now introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Hannah Loim, and I'm a freshman on the kinesiology and health track studying pre-PT.
Hi, I'm Sam Dunphy, and I'm a kinesiology major on the PA route, and I'm a freshman.
Hi, my name is Fabiola Morales. I am a biology and kinesiology major on the pre-med track.
I'm Luke Reichsdale. I'm a freshman majoring in kinesiology, and I'm on the pre-human medicine track.
Now that you have been introduced to everyone, we will all start to further explain our research on the impact of physical activity in the classroom. We decided to research this topic because we are all active people who are strong believers that exercise promotes physical health, and we were all curious on how exercising affects a body mentally as well. We dived into 3 areas of classroom instincts, including academic achievement, cognitive function, and classroom behavior. We chose these 3 subgroups because the experiments that we focused on found significant results in all 3 categories. There are also 3 of the most important abilities that would benefit a child in the classroom.
The development of cognitive function is closely associated with academic achievement as well as a healthy childhood development. Healthy cognitive development can also promote mental health, such as dealing with negative emotions and stress during childhood. Previous studies have shown that there is a potential influence of physical activity benefiting cognitive function and classroom achievement. Brain function and development is crucial during childhood as it can affect skills later on in life. Studies wanted to determine the beneficial effects of physical activity being incorporated to children's daily routines and their academic performance and classroom behavior. The experiments conducted used participants who were not aware that an experiment was being performed. Physical exercise was incorporated into the classroom lessons as well as after-school activities. Researchers tested the students' academic performance before the experiment and after conducting the study. Physical activity was incorporated into students' daily routines using fitness programs, as well as training teachers on how to get students to perform exercises in the classroom.
There was an overall improvement in kids between academic achievement and physical activity, as well as many other aspects. Children who are mostly aged between 5 and 12 years old that got at least the recommended 60 minutes of physical activity daily were the ones who showed improvement during the research studies. One study explained that a lot of children rely on school as a source of to get their physical activity. Therefore, all the children who participated in this research were currently enrolled in school. The children took both randomized and controlled tests during the research. Their baseline tests were then compared to their post-experiment test, which is where the results showed us our conclusion. Most of these tests focus on the children's improvement in math, reading, and language skills. Overall, the test results showed improvements in each of the subjects. However, the most improved and affected were mathematics and language skills. Some tests also showed whether there was an improvement on standardized test performance and concentration and attention in the classroom.
Now I'll be touching upon the cognition aspect of the results of the studies that we evaluated. First off, the results did indicate that significant improvement in cognitive function was found, yet this improvement was very gradual. It happened slowly and throughout the course of the experiments. It was not something that was demonstrated by the children right away. For some studies, their cognition development was tested through an audio compact disc on a portable player where instructions and stimuli were given to them, and they would answer while sitting at their desk by answering their test booklets. This was done at the end of the day after their physical activity program was completed. Another test was carried out and consisted of children in different grades participating in a walk, run, fitness test, and then later on a standardized academic achievement test. It was found that there was a negative complex relationship between weight status and motor and cognitive development. Results showed that the lower scores were among children with overweight, obesity, and higher BMI, and was also related to worse motor performance. Those children who exceeded the CDC sex and age-specific BMI standards scored lower for math, reading, language tests, and compared to those desirable BMI statuses. High-fit children also exhibited greater location of attentional resources and faster cognitive processing speed, along with better task performance relative to lower fit children. After testing physical activity programs on these low-fit children, it was noted that their cognitive domains were at least at the same level as normal weight children. This cognitive function is measured by the following aspects: sustained and focused attention, information processing speed and accuracy, planning, simultaneous or successive cognitive processes, and fluid intelligence. Overall, the results are considered consistent with previous findings of cognitive benefits from physical exercise in older people and academic benefits in children. These results also demonstrated that having active breaks had an acute positive effect on selective attention. This cognitive function does not only help students academically, but additionally demonstrates a better quality in terms of communication with their peers.
The next subcategory that was affected when physical activity was incorporated into the school day was classroom behavior. The classroom behavior was dramatically changed in a positive way when adding physical activity to the students' days. In elementary school students, the researchers noticed that their attention spans were increased and they were able to focus on what their instructor was teaching for much longer, all the while being more productive. They also noticed that their students were less distracted, being more on task, and not focused on the other students or outside distractions. They engaged more in the lessons and activities and had much more energy to focus. We believe that when they exercised, they burned off all their energy that was usually used doing all of these other things, and then were able to sit through their lessons much better. Exercising also got them up and moving, so it helped them to be more awake and alert by not having these young students sit in their chairs all day long. Overall, these kids were able to get much more out of their time at school, as well as help their teachers to become less frustrated with them.
For a quick recap of what was covered, it was seen that children's performance improved in all three aspects of study when physical activity was incorporated into the school day. Regarding academic achievement, one example would be a study stating that there's a significant improvement in test scores for the group that performed 40 minutes of aerobic exercises 5 times a week compared to the control group. I believe that a 6% increase was stated for the test group. As long as cognitive function goes, a negative relationship has been described between BMI and cognitive function, particularly being groups of children who are classified as overweight or obese. It was shown that fit children perform better on tasks that require more cognitive control. Some of these tasks that they tested required abilities such as planning, organizational skills, abstract problem solving, and memory. Many studies also suggested that classroom behavior improved greatly with the introduction of physical activity. Students spent significantly more time on task while also performing more focused and productive work. One study found that having an activity session near the end of the day greatly helped children retain energy and focus that would normally wane out as the end of the school day neared. While studies showed that improvements grew in all these areas, it also benefits students' physical health. It's estimated that 25% of US students are obese and 10% are overweight. Along with this, there are rising diagnoses for children with health diseases like type 2 diabetes. Incorporating physical activity into a student's normally sedentary school day improves their performance as well as having positive effects on their personal health. Implementing physical activity is a low-cost option that will have great effects on their academic achievement, cognitive function, and classroom behavior, while also making them healthier individuals able to live a more fulfilling life. Thank you for listening to our presentation. I hope you all enjoyed it.